Good morning. How are y'all doing today? Thank you for joining us right here again on Herbal Gardens Homestead. Today, we're doing something like this. My daughter has a headache and she needs to get up and go to school. It's really early. So we're going to hit the apothecary and make her some herbal tea. And we'll be right back after this. Hey, I'm glad you guys could make it back. Well, it looks like my daughter's not feeling too good. She's got a little bit of a headache. So what we're going to do is, right now I'm looking at my wall of herbs. I call it my apothecary. You know, pick out what we know might be able to help with this situation. One of the things that I know is, really helpful to certain headaches and, agitation of the mind and things like that. But what we're going to do is we're going to pull out some rosemary to help with a little bit of the cognitive functions and to also help with certain things like anxiety and things like that. We can also, I know headaches is good with peppermint. So we're gonna have some peppermint and some rosemary and let's see here. We don't want to get too. She said she had a little bit of some sinus issues. So how about we take a little bit of mullein. There we go. We got some mullein. Some good stuff. Also helps with some of the respiratory system. You know what I mean? So we're going to do that. Let's go ahead and get these together and head over. Take these with us. Well, on this stage, what we're going to need is get your coffee cup or teacup. You're going to need your mullein, okay? I call it mullein, okay? Some people call it mullein. Some people call it mullein. I call it mullein. Some call it mullein. Anyway, also, you're going to need your peppermint, okay? All this stuff is harvested, what has been harvested from my own gardens in the past. And you're going to need rosemary, okay? Now, what I like to do is get a little, I have a scooper right here. You're also going to need one of these. either some kind of scooper or a spoon. This one, I got a little dent in it. But I really like this one because it has like a deep area to scoop things out. So this is what I use. And then if you take a look here, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the mullein. Okay? That's this one right here. And it can help with respiratory issues. And it's a great and powerful antioxidant. And it's also anti-inflammatory. If you drink it, it can help with those things and also kill some bad bacteria. Then what we have next is the peppermint. What we're going to do is put the peppermint in there, which can help with headaches, and it's also good to settle the stomach. Okay, let's put these over here. Then we're going to add rosemary, okay, because the rosemary is good for circulation. It's it's a good antibacterial also. And, it can help with allergies, which she has allergies, and any type of, nasal congestion, nasal congestion. But it's really good, also for the cognitive. So let's go ahead and start to put these in. And what we're going to do is get some water warmed up. Well, she just told me that she's feeling a little bit nauseous. So, I do have the peppermint in there. It can settle your stomach a little bit. But to be honest with you, if you're having some really, nausea going on, I recommend lemon balm. This right here is my lemon balm. Okay, I grow this in my own garden. I harvest a lot of it. It's very important to do that, especially so that you have it over the winter time. Okay, now this is what it looks like before I grind it, and this is what it looks like when I'm done. See, this is before, this is after. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the after and we're going to put it into our little teapot. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take just a little bit like this. Okay. See, it's not too much, and this will be of the peppermint. We're going to take the peppermint, put it in there. Then the rosemary. Then we're going to take some of the rosemary out right here. Sometimes, if you don't have this stuff already ground up, okay, I'm going to be honest with you. Take a sprig, okay, and then you take this and then just strip it, okay. Take it like this and just strip it down, and you end up with a bunch like that. And I go ahead and I take a few little tiny branches and I'll put it in there. Take some of this off. Get a little bit more. Sometimes you could just snap off the branch, take the whole thing, take the whole thing and just throw it down in there. That's what I do sometimes. Okay, that's not going to kill it. I have put the branches in there before. And then we're going to take the mullein. Okay, we're going to put this in there. You see, this is what the mullein looks like. Okay. I also use the branches and everything. Sometimes if I get a big chunk, I'll take that and break it up a little bit. Knock some of the stuff off the branch. See, it's like a little piece of wood, you know. This is the stem, and it just really wraps tight around it. So sometimes what I do is I'll crack open the stem so that you can get to the stuff that's inside of there also. All right. And then, finally, we'll take some of the lemon balm. Just take a little scoop. And the thing is, I put enough in this pot so I can actually refill it again. See in there? There it is, see? I'll just take that and put it right in there. Then we'll take our water that we boiled. Just fill it up. Yep, it looks pretty good. You know, we have it inside of this little thing right here, which is a built-in filter. I don't know if I can get it out now because it's hard. Oh yeah, I can. Look, see? It's a filter, and it goes right into the little teapot. These are great to have. I recommend everybody gets a little teapot with one of these little filters that you can put in there. And then what I'm going to do is take a little spoon, okay? Take a little spoon and just push some of the dry stuff down in there. All right. Take your lid and put on, and I'm going to steep this for at least 10 minutes. So I'll be right back right after 10 minutes is over. Well, I'd say it's been long enough, wouldn't you? Let's take a look. Oh yeah, that looks great. Can you see it? It looks really nice and soaked. Let's go ahead and get our coffee cup. I might even try some myself. It should look like this, a nice golden yellow. That's going to taste really good. I'm glad you were able to join me this morning for a little lesson on how to make some wonderful headache cognitive tea. It's really good for your system and it's good for you. But I always say this, a lot of people don't understand everything there is to know about herbs. There's different types of herbs and different types of functions that these herbs can do. They can either hurt you, help you, or not do anything at all. But I recommend, if you're going to get into doing herbs, taking herbs and things like that, it's good to check with your doctor or an allergist to make sure that you're not allergic to anything like plants or herbs, any certain types of herbs that you might be allergic to. You can always go get an allergy test. There's a lot of allergies that run around through a lot of people, and they don't even know they have allergies to certain things. But that's what I recommend. Always remember, some things can help you, some things may not help you, and some things can hurt you. So it's better to know and be safe. Better safe than sorry, right? Okay. Well, I want to say thank you very much for joining me right here today on Herbal Gardens Homestead. And remember, love your land, and it'll love you back. Take care. See you next time.